Welcome everybody to the NFL Draft Geek Film Room. I'm Brian Johannes, and on today's episode, we're going to take a look at Kentucky outside linebacker pass rusher Josh Allen and just kind of look at why he is such an intriguing prospect. He's been on a tear this year, so let's dive into the film and look to see what makes him such a special player. Now, the thing about Josh Allen is he's been a sack machine. And he's done that a lot based off of his speed. Okay? And so as we take a look at this first clip, okay, you can see he's down here. He usually plays, short side, sometimes the strong side. He's going to rush here, and he can just win with speed. He's just going to blow past this left tackle. He doesn't get the sack, but as you can see, he's able just to use his speed to get around and get to the quarterback. We see that again here. This is basically the next play. Once again, he's on the strong side, so he's got the tight end, about the seven technique, and he's able just to get speed around this left tackle and get the sack. And when they show this second highlight, I want you to see what makes this a little unique. And Josh Allen, he doesn't have the best flexibility, but I really like his lateral agility, and you're going to see that real here. And I want to slow it down so you can really kind of see it. As he comes, he's coming, and right before he's about to get to this left tackle, he just makes a slight lateral cut outside to kind of widen and get a little bit more space. And then when you combine that with his speed, that's a big reason. So right there, you saw he's running, and he gets just that extra step to the outside to get a little separation, and then he's able to beat this left tackle around the edge, kind of just turning around that corner to get to the quarterback, and nearly a strip sack there. Another clip here. This is like one of the first plays of the game. Once again, he's at the top side, and he's able to do the same thing, get to that edge with the speed. I mean, look at this is the snap. Look where his team, look where everyone's at, and he's already 2 steps past the line of scrimmage. He's able to get around this edge, and he beat this right tackle so bad that he had to get held, and I don't know how they didn't call this. And if you look at the replay, it's the same thing with that last clip. Here he is. He's gonna come hard, and he's gonna take just that slight lateral step to the outside. There you go, right there. He's able to get to the edge, turn that corner, and this right tackle's like, I can't stop him. I've got to protect my quarterback, and he does. Where's the flag? Okay, we see it one more time. Okay, so here he is right there. Okay, coming. Once again, this one he just makes a lateral move. He engages with this left tackle and just makes a lateral move to the outside. Left tackle's like, hey, I can't block him here too. I'm just going to hold him. And he still almost gets to the quarterback and draws the flag there. So his ability to use speed can really put a lot of pressure. But one of the big concerns that I have about Josh Allen is he doesn't have the greatest flexibility and bend. We talk a lot about these top edge pass rushers, and they got such good bend. You look at Devon Miller, you look at Nick Bosa as he's been coming out in this draft. They have that ability to get to that edge and then sink their hips, show good ankle flexibility, and just turn around that corner. While we see Josh Allen win with speed, here is an example of that speed, but he's too upright. Okay? He's not sinking his hips. He's not really bending those knees as well. And he gets pushed right past the pocket. He's not able to, and he's a little out of control in this play, where he's not able to really turn that corner and get the sack. And on the very next play, we see the same thing. Okay, here he's a little bit closer and he's not as wide out. Speed, but once again, he's too upright. This left tackle is able to just push him right enough, just enough past the pocket for Fitzgerald to step up and elude and make a play down to the end zone. So that's my big concern with him. He doesn't show consistently that ability to bend. And part of that is he's tall. He's 6'5", so he's a tall, long defender. But he's got to do a better job of playing lower to the ground, okay, being able to use that ankle flexibility to turn around. I don't think he's going to be a true bendy guy, but if he can show that ankle flexibility to kind of consistently turn that corner, he has a chance to be a really good pass rusher. And he's more than just a pass rusher. If we look here, so I just showed you this play. They made the completion down to the goal line, but he has the ability to play the run too. So he's right here. He's playing the 5 technique, 6. He's basically head up with this tight end, and Mississippi State's got a good running quarterback. He's able to come up, kind of set the edge, keep his outside leverage free, and come out and set that edge, forcing Fitzgerald to have to cut it back in, and he's able to help make this tackle for a minimal gain here on 1st and goal. Okay. He has the ability to set the edge too. If we look here, okay, he's going to be on the edge once again, and he's able to come up, take on this left tackle. As you see here, he's setting this edge. This left tackle looks to come up and says, nope, I don't got it. Has to slow down. Ends up getting a 1-yard gain, and a lot of that was because Josh Allen had set that edge right there. Kentucky dropped him in coverage quite a bit in this game, and I don't think he's going to be a guy that you want to drop into coverage on a regular basis. He does have the ability to look that, he can run down the seam with tight ends. But this was a good example of what he can do in the short area. He's able to drop right here, see this guy coming up, and jump forward to deflect the ball. Okay, so he has that ability. Sees this guy, comes forward, and gets a hand on the ball to get the deflection. So Josh Allen's a guy, I've seen him projected as high as the 3rd overall pick. I'm not ready to go there. I think he is a first-round pick, probably later in the draft. I think there's guys, he's right around in that top 5 to 7 pass rushers. Nick Bosa's up at the top. We've got Ja'Kai Polite potentially. We've got Clelin Ferrell. There's a lot of, this is a deep edge rushing group. Jalen Jelks. But I think he's right in that mix, and depending on how some of those juniors declare, that might push him up a little bit. But I think he's kind of that late 1st round type of pass rusher. I think part of that flexibility is a concern for me, minor concern. He's, as of this recording, he's got 10 sacks on the season, 24.5 on his career. So he's definitely a productive guy, a guy that's shown that he can get it done over a consistent amount of periods. So one thing I want to see him improve on, though, is his hand usage. He doesn't use his hands very much. He doesn't have a pass rush move. There was times he got cut off at the edge and he just wasn't able to do anything. I'd like to see him be able to develop a move and then a couple counter moves, especially something to the inside. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Looking at Josh Allen, one of the better senior prospects in this 2019 class, a guy that's been tearing up the SEC this year. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at @draft_Brian, the same on Instagram, and make sure you're hitting up NFLDraftGeek.com on a daily basis. The college football season, unfortunately, is starting to come to a close, but that's when we definitely kick up. We're a 365-day-a-year draft site, so player rankings, mock drafts, player features, definitely a lot of content. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.